Hey guys, it's Jackson here back with a new video. Today we're going to be playing Xbow in Grand Challenge, but if you look at my hand right now, you can actually see we have a mirror. So I put the mirror in for skeletons just because I wanted to try it out. Mirror's a really strong card right now just because of how it mirrors things 2 levels higher. So since we're playing Tournament Standard, we will be mirroring level 13 cards, which is they're pretty strong. So we're going to see if level 13 Xbows can put in some work today. He goes with an Inferno Tower here on my Xbow, so I'm going to go Electro Spirit, Mirror, Electro Spirit. And he does play Wall Breakers, so that was very well played on his part. And I think we might be down a little bit of elixir because of that. So we're just going to have to build up here and see. My goal with this is to see how well that we can trick our opponents into committing on one Xbow and then us mirroring it opposite lane. Like against Royal Giant players, if you split archers in the back and then you Xbow on the left lane and they Royal Giant it, you can actually just mirror the Xbow on the right lane and get a lot of damage and not take that much damage from the RG. So hopefully I can play an RG player and show that off for you guys today. I'm going to Xbow on the right here because he played a Dark Goblin on the left. And he goes with the Skelly King low, so I'm not sure what else he's going to play. He might just go with the Fireball, or maybe he goes with Wall Breakers. Okay, so he does go with the Fireball. I'm going to have to commit a Tesla here on the Dark Goblin, but I do mess up the Tesla and play it late, so we are going to take a little bit of damage. This is going to be a really hard matchup just because I don't have the skeletons, so my cycle is not as quick as his because it's very awkward to play the mirror to cycle, if that makes sense, just because you would have to mirror the Electro Spirit and you kind of want to get value out of the card rather than just playing it to cycle. I play archers in the corner here because I know he's going to drill, and he does. So I'm just going to log it, and I'm going to take no damage. Perfect. So let's see. I think I might just defensive Xbow here and make him play into it. If he overcommits on killing this defensive Xbow, I'm going to mirror it on offense. Let's see. I'm going to play a knight here. Okay, he does fireball my tower, which is really weird. So I'm just going to play archers in the corner here. He can't really kill them. And I think I'm going to Tesla at the bridge and then play another Xbow. Like this. Okay. And let's see, he goes with the defensive Inferno Tower, so he might go with the Dark Goblin here on the Xbow. He goes with the Skeleton Army. I am going to log it. I have a mirrored log right now. I'm going to play a Knight at the bridge and then an Electro Spirit. He's just going to Fireball this, though, so I need to get back to an Xbow, right now. I do play a log here, and I'm back to another Xbow, so I'm going to play this now. He might play an Inferno Tower on this because I don't have Skellies. Yeah, so that was really well played on his part. This guy is playing this very well. Let's see. Where should I play this Xbow? I think I'm just going to play it on defense here. He goes with the Goblin Drill. I'm going to play a Knight in the front to maybe catch it. Okay, he goes Drill in the back, so I am going to have to commit archers to it, so that's kind of annoying. And that Dark Goblin does snipe the Xbow, so I think I need to... Okay, that was a mistake on my part. I should have logged the Dark Goblin and saved my Xbow, but I was trying to decide between logging on defense or offense, and I didn't actually do either one, so that was probably the worst play I could have made. Let's see. He goes with the drill again. I'm going to Tesla here because I think he might Dark Goblin. He doesn't Dark Goblin, so I am just going to play a Knight on the drill. And that Tesla should clean up the Skelly King nicely. He does get a hit there. I'm going to Archers up high and play an East Spirit over here. He does get a nice Fireball there. So I'm going to Xbow on the left here with this Knight. If he hits the Skelly King ability, I'm just going to log. This is a pretty good Fireball, so I'm going to take this, of course. And he goes with the Wall Breakers at the bridge, so I'm just going to log them, and I'm going to play a Knight. He's probably just going to Fireball this, though, but we do get a pretty good amount of damage here, but we are going same lane, which is never the best situation. Okay, he plays Skarmy there, so I am just going to go Ice Spirit or Electro Spirit, and then I'm going to Xbow again. I'm going to Archers to block the Inferno Tower, and I think I'm just going to log the Wall Breakers here. I do log them late. I was trying to decide if I should log them or not. Let's see, I can get a nice Fireball there on the tower. East Spirit jumps. No Xbow lock there, so I'm going to Xbow on the right here. He gets a really nice prediction Wall Breakers there, and I do get drop glitch on my log, so that's really annoying. But I don't think it actually mattered too much, but I still don't know why they haven't fixed that in this game. I'm going to Knight the front here, and let's see, I'm going to log. He goes with the Fireball. I'm going to Xbow. I'm going to block the Inferno Tower maybe. Okay, I need to Fireball that. I think I just need to start mirroring Fireballs here. This is going to be a really close game. I'm going to log here. Hopefully it kills everything. Okay, it does. I'm going to Knight. Maybe I get an Xbow lock. Okay, I do get one Xbow shot. I'm going to Archers the bridge. I'm going to Fireball. And I think I need to mirror Fireball here. So we should win. I don't think the drill will do enough damage. Okay, wow. Yeah, it was really close. Oh my gosh. That was such a close game. That guy played really well, I'm going to be honest. but we definitely deserve the win. Okay, here we are against this guy, and his name is Spade. So, I actually have a friend named Spade, so I'm not sure if it's this guy or not. So I'm just gonna laugh at him because if it is my friend, then we're just gonna have some friendly BM, and if it's not him, then he won't think it's very friendly. So I'm gonna split archers here. He played Hog Rider, Ice Spirit, and Log, so it's looking like either 2.6. Okay, I think it might be Giant Skeleton Hog Rider, or it could just be Hog Rider EQ. Okay, he has skeletons here, so I don't think it is the giant skeleton version. I'm going to E-Spirit at the bridge to kill the queen so he doesn't get a chance to hit the ability. I'm going to Tesla in the anti-earthquake position to defend the hog. And this matchup it's still a hard counter for him, but we can win it just because of spell cycle. I think he actually out-cycled my Tesla here, so I'm just going to leak my elixir, assuming he's up, and I'm going to mirror my Tesla for the next Hog Rider. Yeah, he's going to go in here, so I'm going to keep leaking. He's going to Hog Rider now. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to mirror the Tesla there. So that's really funny. He didn't know I had the mirror. So that was really good on my part, recognizing that he outcycled me and that I could just leak my elixir and mirror the Tesla to defend the Hog Rider. So that way I didn't get outcycled and he didn't get a hog hit. I'm going to split archers here to defend the Ice Spirit. Not the end of the world because he still has to defend these. So at worst case, it's just an even trade. And as I was saying, since they nerfed the damage that Earthquake does, this matchup isn't as hard as it used to be, but it's still pretty difficult to win because you need an Xbow lock. But you don't need as significant of an Xbow lock as you used to win this matchup. I'm going to fireball this queen here at the bridge. Hopefully it doesn't hit the ability. Okay, perfect. So we do get a 1 elixir trade off of that, so that's really nice. And he already knows I have a mirror, so I'm going to Tesla here because he's going to hog. Perfect. And let's see, I'm going to archers here, I think. Yeah. And I'm going to Xbow on the right. Okay, he does play a queen. I'm going to play an Electro Spirit, and okay, he goes with a Valkyrie, so I'm just going to fireball this. And I'm going to Knight. And he Earthquakes late and gets Skellies down, so I think I'm going to get a lot of damage here. I don't know why he hogged in the left. That was really bad. We're going to get a lot of damage here. And he logs on offense. So the hog isn't going to get any damage. That was a really weird sequence, in my opinion, because I don't really know what he was expecting to do there. I'm just going to mirror this Tesla, though, because I think he is close to outcycling me. And I'm going to maybe block a bomb tower on the Tesla. Okay, he didn't play the bomb tower on the Tesla, which I think is really weird. That's definitely a mistake on his part. They want to bomb tower the Tesla because it's an even trade. And then they can't defend the Hog Rider, or I can't defend the Hog Rider. I'm going to have to log here, and I think that should clean everything up nicely. Okay, perfect. So his queen does have like 1 HP, so if he goes in with it, I think I might just mirror log. Yeah, I'm going to mirror log just to be safe. I do hit the Hog Rider. I am going to Tesla in the middle. And if he Earthquakes, I'm just going to go offensive Expo. That's why I Teslaed a little bit lower there, because I kind of wanted him to Earthquake my tower. He goes with the prediction bomb tower there, but that's not going to work out. I wasn't even considering going Expo, so that just shows how little game knowledge this guy has. I'm going to push the Hog Rider to my Tesla, but he goes with the Earthquake anyway, so I'm going to pull it back. I do let the Earthquake hit my Tesla once, but it's not going to really matter at all. We are up a lot of damage here, so I'm just going to go defensive Expo in the strong side lane and just make him split his spell damage and just kind of like postpone the game and just like make him waste his time. I'm going to get a nice log here on defense. Hopefully that hog doesn't get a hit. Okay, perfect. And now I'm just going to go with another Tesla up high because he doesn't have Earthquake in hand. So as you can see, since we got that big Expo lock, we are able to just kind of defend. I'm going to go in here because I don't really have a better play and I don't really think I can get punished for it. I'm going to block this queen on my Tesla, and yeah, so perfect. So we do get another Expo lock against this guy. That's really funny. I don't know how he's giving up all these Expo locks. I'm going to defensive Expo once again in the strong side lane, and let's see, he goes with a Valk Hog here, so I am going to have to play a Tesla because I didn't know where the hog was going to go. So I do give him a lot of value there, but I don't think it's actually going to end up mattering too much just because there's only 20-some seconds left in the game. If he goes in here, I'm going to fireball. I'm going to fireball anyway. Yeah, and I'm going to Tesla in the middle. And that should defend that perfectly. I'm going to play archers just to be safe. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that's going to be a really good game against Hog EQ. I think the matchup is a little bit worse for me because I have the mirror, just because it's harder to outcycle them. This guy just played the matchup like really poorly, and it was very easy to beat him. So, pretty good game against Hog EQ there. I think that should be our 8th win in the Grand Challenge. So we should be like 9 and something right now. Okay, here we are. We are 9 and 2, I think. So this guy goes golem in the back. I don't really know what I'm going to do against this. I can't expo opposite lane because I don't know what golem variation he has. Because if I expo opposite lane and he just plays E-barbs on the expo, like lets it lock onto the tower and then plays E-barbs, then I'm just going to end up losing one of my towers. And then I'm in an unwinnable position. So I'm going to fireball everything here. Perfect. Okay, I do hit all the bats. And he does go E-barb, so I am just going to play archers low. If he arrows these, I'm just going to activate my king. Okay, wait. I think I can activate anyway. I'm going to play an E-spirit over here. Okay, no. So both towers were shooting the E-bar, which is really unfortunate. If the golem didn't pop as early as it did, then my left tower would have shot the golem longer, and I could have activated my king. I'm going to expo here, though, because I think he's only got Mega Minion and Bomber in hand. Okay, wait. He goes Mega Minion arrow, so that was actually really bad. I think he should have just went Mega Minion and take the damage. He didn't really save very much damage from airing the expo. So I think it would have been better for him to just save the arrows. So this next defense is going to be pretty easy because I don't think he'll be able to kill my archers. So he has arrows, which means he also has zap, and he did use zap on the last push. So that means he doesn't have the lightning. So he's golem, bomber, E-barbs with 2 small spells. So I'm going to archers here in the corner or in the back, just because he can't really kill them because he's 3 cards off arrows. Now he's 2 cards off arrows, so he's not going to be able to use arrows on this push. And if he does somehow get back to arrows, then I am able to just play another set of archers. So I'm going to get a good E-spirit here. Hopefully this chains all the way up. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to play a knight on the bomber. And let's see. I'm going to have to mirror a knight here for the E-barbs. This is actually kind of annoying because I don't have skeletons for the elite barbarian. So I had to mirror a knight. He does go with arrows there, so he is going to get E-barb hits on the right because it didn't pull to the E-spirit, which is unfortunate. But I actually split that damage almost perfectly there. We are only off by 1 damage, so we are up a little bit of damage, but both of my towers are very low. He goes golem in the back here. I am just going to expo. And I think he might bomber here, so I am just going to play a knight. He plays a really late Skarmy, and he plays a bomber, so that was a big mistake on his part. Like, I don't know how you can make that mistake of playing the Skarmy late and then playing the bomber on the expo once the knight's already down. So the archers do clean up the E-barbs on the right. I'm going to play a Tesla in the middle to pull the golem, and I'm just going to play a knight, and I'm going to try to get a really nice fireball here. The golem is too healthy for me to wait on it to pop. And I do mess up my log there, but I don't think it should end up mattering at all. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, the golem had a lot of health left, so I couldn't actually wait on the golem to pop to hit everything. So I just had to throw the fireball to protect the knight. He goes with a bomber there, so I'm gonna have to knight to protect it, and then I'm gonna mirror the knight. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna play E-spirit over here to freeze everything, and that E-barb is gonna do a lot of damage. So I'm just gonna play archers here. He does zap. The E-barb doesn't retarget, which is really annoying. So we are up like barely in damage, but this is really going to be kind of difficult to win. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to get another expo lock. I might just have to try to spell cycle him. This matchup is actually much worse with the mirror, in my opinion, just because the E-barbs are very hard to defend without skeletons, because those are really cheap to kite them. I'm going to lock here to kill off the Night Witch and start our spell cycle. And let's see, I mirrored the Tesla in the middle there because I don't actually think there's much you can do about it. Okay, I'm going to have to play a knight here too, I think. If he goes Z-barbs, I am just going to mirror the knight. Okay, he goes with a Mega Minion. I don't think he can get a golem down. Okay, he does. So, not the end of the world. I think I'm just going to be able to mirror Teslas to kill the E-barbs. I'm going to Tesla like this because it's going to defend the E-barbs on the left and it's going to pull the golem on the right. So that's a really good Tesla placement you guys need to know. If they golem like in the middle of their base, so when the golem crosses the bridge on an inside tile, you can actually play that Tesla placement. And he gives us an expo lock on the left, so that's really lucky for us. I'm not actually sure how we got the lock there, and I'm just going to go ahead and mirror Teslas on defense there. I do click that Tesla there, but I don't think it'll matter at all. I'm going to fireball log the Night Witch, and I do hit the bomber, so that's really nice. So now I just need to focus on defending these Z-barbs, but I can't see him getting through the mirrored Teslas here. Okay, perfect. So there's only 15 seconds left in the game. I think we're going to win off spell damage, so I'm just going to start bamming him now. Just because this matchup is like really hard anyway, even if I have skeletons and I have a mirror. So it's like just like a really big hard counter. So I'm going to mirror the fireball there. I think the mirror fireball would have killed the tower, but it's not going to matter because the time runs out. So it's going to be a nice win against Skull and Meatball Arrows there. Okay, so I think this is the 10th game. And he goes with the miner, so I'm just going to play a knight. Not actually sure what this guy's playing. Let's see, it could be quite a few things. Okay, he has a cannon cart too, so that's making me think it's mortar bait with like minion horde. This matchup is really annoying, but maybe I can win because I have the mirror. I'm not really sure. Let's see, so I don't actually have a play. I'm going to wait on this cannon cart to come up. If I Tesla in the middle, then I'm not going to be able to defend the mortar. So I'm going to log the Dark Goblin in the cannon cart here and then Tesla. I waited on this Tesla to kill the cannon cart because now if he goes with the mortar on offense, I'm just going to have to mirror it and kill the mortar. Okay, he goes mortar on defense, so that's kind of how they like to play this matchup. They just like to play defense the whole game with their mortars and then just try to out-damage you with the miners because there's honestly no reason for them to give up an Xbow lock with mortar, miner, fireball, log, and cannon cart. So I play a really late knight there on the miner, so he is going to get a lot of damage. And let's see, he splits guards there, so I think I'm just going to archers the bridge here to just try to force out some elixir. And I can't log the Dark Goblin in the tower, so I am just going to have to let everything die. And the archer does hit the Dark Goblin, so I am able to just play an E-Spirit to defend all but one shot, which is really nice. And I'm going to hover Tesla here in case he goes with an offensive mortar. But it doesn't look like he's going to, so I'm going to defensive Xbow. He does defensive mortar at the same time, so this trade is definitely going to work out in my favor just because the Xbow's DPS is so much more higher than the mortar's DPS. And I haven't shown the mirror yet, so I'm actually going to tank the miner, and I'm going to mirror the Xbow on the left, and I'm going to block his cannon cart with a knight. He shouldn't have that much elixir right now. Okay, yeah, he goes to the fireball, so I could have maybe logged to get some damage there. I do get damage anyway, so I'm going to take it. I think that's going to be how I have to win this matchup is just by mirroring the Xbow on offense and like making him cannon cart one side and then trying to get a lock on the other. So he goes with the defensive mortar once again. I don't think I'm going to fireball it. That mortar shot does splash on the Xbow, which really sucks. He goes to cannon cart on the mortar on the Xbow on the left, so I am going to mirror the Xbow on the right, as I said. And let's see, he goes to the defensive miner, so I am going to have to save the knight for the cannon cart. I'm going to get a nice log here on the Dark Goblin I knew he would play. And that should give me an Xbow lock. Okay, never mind. He plays guards. That was really well played. I'm going to Xbow again on the left because I'm back. And he gets a mortar down, so I'm just going to play archers there. The archers were for the cannon cart, but he didn't end up playing them. I'm going to play a knight now for the cannon cart. Okay, perfect. So now I think he's forced to fireball this, which isn't going to be too bad for me. I might get a little bit of damage. Okay, perfect. I'm not back to an Xbow yet, though, so I'm just going to have to cycle. I'm just going to play a Tesla in the middle here. Maybe I should have played that in front of my tower to defend the miner. Yeah, that probably would have been better now that I'm thinking about it, because then I wouldn't have had to split these archers to kill the miner. I do log here. I hit the Dark Goblin in one guard. I'm going to kite the mortar with a knight. And let's see, that's going to make him have to commit either a cannon cart or a spell on the Xbow. Either one is good. Okay, he plays a cannon cart really low, so I'm just going to fireball it. I couldn't have waited to let the shield pop before I fireballed it, because then I wouldn't have been able to hit the tower, so I just had to take that really early. And I'm going to eat the Dark Goblin because that's my high health tower. I'm going to Xbow again. Okay, defensive miner is obviously really good for me, and he plays a mortar, so I am just going to split archers to defend the mortar. And I'm going to play a knight to block the cannon cart. Okay, perfect. I'm going to fireball the mortar in the tower. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to log the Dark Goblin too. Maybe hit the guards. Okay, so I do get an Xbow lock, so this is really good. He got the guards down late, so I think that might be the game. I'm going to play a knight over here. I do miss the miner, but I don't think it should matter at all. His tower is at 500 HP, so I'm just going to play like he tried to play at the beginning of the game and just play my Xbow in the middle of my base and just defend. So there's my first fireball. I'm not sure if Mirror Fireball or Mirror Fireball on the log takes the tower, so I am just going to play it safe. I do catch his miner here with the archers, and I'm going to play a knight. And I don't actually think I need to fireball that, so I am just going to fireball the tower and then mirror the fireball, and that's going to be the game. So that was a really tough matchup, but I think I played it well. Okay, so here I am against this guy. I think this is my 11th game, so I am 11-2, so this is the the last game regardless of if I win or lose. And it looks like he's playing Royal Giant because he fireballed my archers, so I immediately have to fireball his tower there because if I go Xbow, he's just going to play a Royal Giant on it, and I'm not going to get any damage. So I fireball the tower there to keep up in damage because that's the only way I'm able to win this matchup is just by spell cycling them. As I said at the beginning of the video, I think in one of the first games, I might be able to actually get an Xbow lock by splitting archers in the back and mirroring the Xbow on one side, and then him RGing it, and then me mirroring the Xbow on the other side, and then him not being able to have any counters in hand. So we're going to see if I can put myself in a situation like that. But it looks like he has giant skeleton RG, so this is going to be really annoying to play against just because he has two really big tanks that can just soak up damage from the Xbow. But luckily enough, he has a fireball instead of an earthquake. He gets a nice fireball there. I logged the giant skelly there because I didn't think it would go to the Tesla, but it looked like it was going there anyway, so that's kind of a mistake on my part, but it doesn't cost us too much damage because they nerfed the logs damage. Let's see. I think I just have to leak here. Yeah, because if I fireball him, then he is probably just going to punish me for it. So he does play a fisherman in the back there, so I'm going to play a knight into the fisherman. And I think I'm going to play an Electro Spirit in front of the knight just to pull to the fisherman and chain and hit the skellies. Okay, and it actually gets to the tower, so that's a really valuable Electro Spirit there. This Tesla's getting a lot of value too, and he does waste a fireball on it and doesn't hit the tower, so that's a really good fireball for me. And let's see. I'm going to Xbow on the left here, and if he plays an RG... Okay, he doesn't play an RG, so he plays a Hunter, so I'm going to mirror the Xbow on the right. Yeah, so this is exactly what I was talking about. This is going to be a good game. As I said, he doesn't have enough elixir to play the giant skeleton. He does get an Ewiz down there, so I am just going to fireball. I didn't know he had the Ewiz or I would have blocked it. We do get a lot of damage there, and we are going to take some RG damage, but I think this should definitely work out in our favor. Yeah, he plays another Hunter, so I'm just going to log it, and that should give us another extra lock, so we're going to get a ton of damage here. That definitely worked out in our favor there, and that's exactly what I was talking about, how to beat RG with this deck. So we're in a really favorable position now. I'm just going to play an Xbow in the middle, anti-fireball position, and I'm just going to try to play defense the rest of the game here. Because I don't think I'm able to spell cycle him for 1300 damage. So yeah, this Ewiz is going to die to the knight. I'm going to go ahead and start logging the right tower. And maybe we can get the tower low enough to spell cycle. We're just going to, that's going to like be what we're going to try to do, but worst case, we're just going to play defense. He misclicks his fisherman there, so it's actually not going to go to the Xbow at the start, so that's going to be really good for us. I'm just going to let the fisherman do its thing now, and my archers and my knight will kill the Ewiz. So he's done the same push twice in a row now, and it hasn't worked out, so maybe he does it for a third time and hopes for something different. Okay, he goes giant skelly in the back, so he is actually trying to do something different. We're going to see if I can defend this. I'm going to play a knight, and he goes with a RG in the back, so I think I just need to play archers over here on the giant skelly. I'm going to play them up high so we can't fireball them. And he goes with the fisherman, so I'm just going to fireball the fisherman in the tower because I don't think I can get punished for it. Let's see. I'm just going to play a Tesla over here once the RG passes, so he can't fireball the Tesla on the Xbow. Knight in the middle to kill the Hunter and kite the giant skeleton. That RG shouldn't get a hit. Okay, perfect. I need to log this RG to get back to a Tesla. I'm going to Tesla in the middle here to kill the giant skeleton. And Knight to kill the RG. Okay, perfect. The RG does get one hit, but it's not the end of the world because we're still at 500 damage. I'm going to wait on the bomb to pop, and then I'm going to play another Xbow. Perfect. So this RG should be dead. I'm just going to log the tower here, and I'm going to play a Knight and an E-Spirit. So he does play a Fireball on the Xbow there and doesn't hit the tower, so I'm just going to play another defensive Xbow because he can't kill it since he's a few cards off Fireball. And that should be the game. That was really well played on my part once again. I kind of had a game plan going into facing a deck like this because I kind of knew I would. And I'm pretty sure you could use the same strategy I used against this guy to beat like an Electro Giant player by just scoring Xbow and then mirroring the Xbow on the other side and sacrificing a little bit of damage to take most of their towers. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please let me know what other decks you'd like to see me play. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps me out. And I'm just going to be in this guy, and we're going to open the GC chest and see what we can get out of it. So I'll tell him thanks, and that should be 12 and 2. Okay, perfect. My account is all max, so all of this cards are just going to go into star points and gold, but it's okay because I'm not fully maxed out with star points yet, so every little thing helps. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.